Dubai Islands, prime beachfront, boutique scale, and nobody's talking about it yet. Hi, I'm Sunny from Inside, and I help my clients build strategic property portfolios across Abu Dhabi and Dubai. Today, we're going to take an inside look at Silena by Avenew, which is actually the first boutique project on Island B of Dubai Islands. It's just 137 residences with nice sea views and private beach access. So it could be an early entry and a rare opportunity on what's tipped to be Dubai's next great coastal address. Let's start by talking about the developer. Avenew is a Dubai-born boutique developer co-founded in 2024 by Rasha Hassan. She's a senior commercial leadership with experience across some of the city's most iconic developers such as Ethra, Nakheel and Dubai Holding. She's what I would call a real estate thoroughbred, the same caliber as someone like Robert Booth, the co-founder of Ellington. And the leadership depth doesn't stop there. Avenew also includes Isham Galaradi on its board, a heavyweight in Dubai's real estate with over 3 decades of experience. He served as real estate director at the Investment Corporation of Dubai, CEO of Emaar Properties, and later CEO of Ithra Dubai. He played a pivotal role in developing downtown Dubai and recently joined the board at Nakheel. So yes, Avenew may be new to the market, but the caliber of leadership really does speak for itself. And personally, I can't imagine they'll deliver anything less than excellent. Their vision is really clear: fewer units, higher quality, and rather than chasing volume, Avenew is very much focused on low density, design-led communities with a strong coastal island thesis, and it really reminds me of how Ellington first started. So to understand why Silena matters, let's have a quick overview of Dubai Islands. What we have here are 5 interconnected islands, and there's a resort type feel, there's cultural districts, boutique retail, and wellness and waterfront living. For this project, we're on Island B, which is also called Shoreline, and it's actually the most connected of the 5 islands thanks to the Infinity Bridge, which links it back to the mainland. In addition to that, it's also considered to have more of the prime beachfront locations. So I guess you could say it's like business class passengers getting to leave the flight first. So I've zoomed in here so that we can see the location of the plot situated nicely on the corner here. And what's super important is that Avenew is the only other developer besides Nakheel on Island B itself, and I think the fact that they've secured this plot is a strong indication of their presence. What I like about Silena is that it's a low-rise development that's very much focused on the shoreline. So we have 3 buildings and the architecture is very clean and modern. We have, of course, the large expanses of glass and stone, and we have this beautiful blue marble in the interiors, which you'll see when we look at the renders. So let's take a look. Here are the renders of the exterior. As we can see, we have the pool at the lower level and then the infinity pool and that direct beach access, which is private. Then we have the, as I mentioned before, the large expanses of glass, which we will see in the apartments and the amenities. And what's actually really nice about this project is, as you can see in the nighttime skyline, we have these lovely lights lighting it up, and it really reminds me of the One Palm, which is quite iconic when you look at it in the evening. As for the interiors, you can see that they've gone very rich and high end. It's very opulent. And as I mentioned before, we have those beautiful blue marble accents coming through. Additionally, I just wanted to show you the renders of the lobby because it looks very impressive and hotel-like. And again, that blue marble is a beautiful touch. And we have the impressive chandelier in the foyer and of course, an impressive entranceway as well. So you get that feeling of luxury as soon as your car pulls into the residences. Now let's take a look at what the residences comprise of, because we have 66 1-bedroom apartments and they are roughly between 730 square feet and 1,000 for the 1-bedroom, so quite nicely sized, and there's a starting price of 2.6 million. For the 2 bedrooms, we have 42 units and they are ranging from 1,275 square feet to 1,860 square feet, and the starting price for these are actually 4.1 million. Now in terms of 3 bedrooms, we actually only have 15 units and their sizes are from 2,300 to 2,800. The starting price on these ones are 9.7 million. We have 12 townhouses and their starting price is 14 million, and there's actually 1 4-bed remaining at 19 million. We also have Sky Villas, which I think is a really nice touch, and they are 27 million. And we have had 2 penthouses. The more expensive one at 58 million has sold, and we have the other penthouse at 23 million, which is still available. As you can see from what I've mentioned, the units are limited and availability by the time you see this video will already be thin. buyers who have already purchased in this project, they didn't get lucky, they were very much prepared. So whether I can catch you something on this launch for Silena or upcoming launches, it's really important that we get our ducks in a row and are prepared. Let's take a look at the payment plan, and it's really nicely done because as a new player in the market, we've got a 50-50 payment plan, 10% on booking, then another 10% 1 month after the booking date, and then we have the next installment in February 2026, and then we have only a 5% installment in August 2026, and then 10% again in February 2027, and another 5% in August 2027. And then the balance is paid on completion, which is set to be Q2 2028. Let's look at the investment potential. Across Dubai, residential values have continued to climb with double-digit year-on-year growth heading into mid-2025. So apartment prices have gone up 15% and villa prices nearly 18%. Of course, premium areas continue to lead the way here. So Dubai Islands, though, is at a much earlier stage of its growth cycle. Momentum here is building from a much lower base, and the data reflects that. So for example, in just the first half of 2025, off-plan apartment prices on the island jumped over 14%, with select projects obviously showing a much stronger return than that. But it's not just the prices, because transaction volumes have also surged with over 2,000 units sold and 5.6 billion dirhams in total value in the first 6 months of the year alone. That's a 129% increase in value compared to the previous period. To conclude, at this stage, investing in Silena by Avenew is very much a strategic move. What we have is a boutique development by a new Dubai-born developer with serious pedigree. Avenew, as I mentioned before, has secured one of the most coveted beachfront plots on Island B, and that speaks volumes. This isn't about price per square foot, it's about long-term value. We have limited supply and the opportunity to get in early on a design-led project in a prime location with a very considered vision. You could say it's about product per square foot, and I believe availability may be limited by the time you see this video. So whether you're ready to secure a unit now or you want to prepare for the next launch, timing really does matter. I'm Sunny from Inside. If you'd like to reach out about this project or other investments in the UAE, then please feel free to do so. Until next time, keep your standards high and your decisions sharp.